guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Now, today's reading is the monthly reading for March 2021 for all of the signs. For the reading, I'll be using the Light Seer's Tarot deck by Chris Ann for the main spread. I will be pulling an oracle card from the Ask Your Guides deck, and if I need to clarify, I will use the Zillich Tarot. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested in that, all the information can be found in the description box below the video. Also, I would encourage you, if you're on TikTok, you can connect with me there. I'm at Changing Phases Tarot on TikTok. And just a big thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you for liking, subscribing, coming back each month. It really does mean a lot to me, and I hope that my readings are able to bring you a little bit of guidance or help, or at least just entertainment. So thanks so much, and I will see each of the signs in a second for your reading. Hi Gemini, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your reading. I have been shuffling off camera, but I'll give the deck a few more shuffles. So what are the messages for Gemini for the month of March? What does Gemini need to know? Messages for Gemini. March 2021. What does Gemini need to know? Shuffle. And divide the deck. All right, here we go. Center of your spread, the Eight of Cups. So there's a walking away. This is one of the two transition cards in the tarot. So leaving behind a situation that no longer serves you. And it's crossed by the Seven of Cups. The Foundation, the Lovers, so this could have to do with either relationship or head or heart decision. Could also be dealing with it. Well, this is actually your sign, Gemini, right? The Lovers, so could be you just showing up very much in your power here in the spread, right? Recent past, you have Major Arcana number 9, the Hermit. Okay, the Hermit's associated with the sign of Virgo. Crowning you, message from your higher self, you have Major Arcana number 1, the Magician. This is also associated with Gemini and Virgo. Wow. So Gemini, Virgo, Gemini and Virgo. So there might be a Gemini-Virgo connection going on here. Near future, I love this. 9 of Cups. You appear as the 4 of Swords. Surrounding you in your environment, you have the King of Swords. Hopes and fears, the Ace of Swords, and outbound energy, the 5 of Cups. And bottom of the deck, the overall energy, you have the 6 of Cups, and immediately below that, you have the Fool. So you have the 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, progression, right? 6, 7, 8, 9 of Cups. That's interesting. Okay. Before I jump in here, let me go ahead and clarify the 5 of Cups as the outbound energy. For Spirit, please clarify what is the 5 of Cups for Gemini. Please clarify the 5 of Cups. What is the Five of Cups for Gemini? March 2021. Please clarify the Five of Cups. Okay, and clarifying the Five of Cups, we have the Princess of Wands, that would be the Page of Wands. The Prince of Wands, so that's the Knight of Wands. And the Hierophant, okay. Wow. Major Arcana number 5, the Hierophant. And that's associated with the sign of Taurus, okay. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay, here we go. So, at the center of your spread, the 8 of Cups crossed by the 7 of Cups. Now, the 8 of Cups, like I was saying, it is one of the 2 transition cards in the tarot. The 6 of Swords, 8 of Cups, they both have to do with moving on, right? Movement. And, you know, when we think about like a difficult situation, typically we don't leave that situation overnight. There's like a transitional period, right? So it's transitioning out of one situation and heading into another, and hopefully one that you can see she's heading towards the sunlight, you know, so she's heading into better times, leaving behind what no longer serves her. And yes, there's sadness attached to it because, you know, as she leaves all of this behind, she's leaving behind, you know, the regret and the things that didn't work out and the things that don't fulfill her anymore. So there is sort of sadness attached to it, but she moves forward, you know, confident in where she's heading is going to be brighter than, you know, what she's leaving behind. And what can help or hinder this is, it's an interesting, actually the 7 of Cups, it hasn't come out very much. You can see that here he's sort of looking at the different bowls, or supposed to be cups, but bowls here. And he's trying to decide, you know, which one is the best one for him. Sometimes this card can show up in a reading when you are like doing a lot of online dating. So you're weighing up your options, looking at all the different, you know, sort of suitors that are out there for you, looking at one and thinking, oh, well, that one is, you know, he's funny or she's funny, and that one's very intelligent, and oh, I like, you know, the way that that one dresses, or that one has a good job, or whatever it is that, you know, each person has. But until you actually pick the one person that you want to go out on a date with, you know, or want to try to get to know, it's all just kind of up in the air, you know. And so there is this need, it's a card of fantasies, it's a card of choices, but, you know, needing to move forward, and needing to make a decision, but needing to move forward. So we have this 2 kind of moving forward energies with the 8, the 7, and an 8 right there. Now, the Lovers card, again, could be you just very much in your energy, but the Lovers is, you know, it's a head or heart decision. It can be a soulmate, obviously, a soulmate connection. It's that very deep, you know, connection with another individual. And oftentimes, you know, these soul contracts, we enter into them before we come back into this life, right? And so they're not always the easiest of relationships. Sometimes when we get back with, you know, with our soulmate, it can be to either learn a lesson, to teach that person a lesson. So not always the easiest, but it's also a head or heart decision. In the earlier tarot decks, it would usually show, you know, a person faced with 2 people and needing to make a decision. So, you know, deciding to go with either the heart or the head here. It can also have to do with like dualities about also choosing, like choosing to allow yourself to fall in love. There's that as well. And just going back here, I mean, there could be, there could be a walking away from a relationship in the past. And then there could have been this, period of dating and trying to decide which is the right person for you. But, there's this head or heart decision going on. So just go with what your heart tells you, right? You can never go wrong. In the recent past, the Hermit, this is, the Hermit goes off. It's like a very spiritual figure. So you could have been taking this time out, and you also have like you taking this time out with you appearing as the Four of Swords. This is a card that it's about healing. You can see that the person here, comes after the Three of Swords, which is a card of heartbreak and heartache and disappointment. And this person has used, right, the sort of the heart and the from the Three of Swords almost to build this brand new nest for herself. So it's, she's been able to, whatever heartache she's been through, whatever difficulty, she's now using that to sort of build her new life. And there's a healing as well. So a healing, mentally healing, spiritually, emotionally, physically as well. So, but there's, going back to the Hermit, taking this time out, retreating to really, gain that new perspective. And it is a very sort of spiritual, a spiritual energy, the Hermit. So inner reflection, this soul searching, inner wisdom, and then just taking this time out. And especially if you've been through a, walking away or trying to make a decision there, you might have been just reflecting on things, just taking some well-needed time to yourself to reflect and to, to figure out what it is that you want, right? And you have crowning you. What's coming through the message from your higher self, the Magician is all about, yes, you have everything that you need, to sort of have this new beginning, to manifest whatever it is that you want for your life. The Magician he's number one of the major arcana, and he's like the ace of aces. He's all of the aces rolled into one, because he has, all of the tools necessary, the swords, the wands, the pentacles, the cups. He has everything that he needs to manifest what he wants in his life. So, this is a very powerful energy. So you could be, after some healing and taking this time out, this is message coming through from your higher self. There could be this kind of really shifting of the way that you approach relationships or how you view relationships. And now, you're realizing that you can manifest the type of relationship that you really want for yourself, that's not going to be like this Eight of Cups was in the past. It's not going to bring you disappointment. It's going to bring you this great joy, which you have showing up in the near future. Nine of Cups is it's the wish upon a star card. It's the minor arcana version of the star. And you can see, look, her heart is just fulfilled. It's wish fulfillment. Whatever you wished for and put out into the universe as, your desire, you've trusted in that, and now it's coming true. So wish fulfillment. But after this Eight of Cups, so after disappointment and after, making the difficult decision and walking away, yes, and having this time to yourself, yes, there is great happiness coming in. I've already mentioned this Four of Swords. Now, surrounding you in your environment, and this can also be how others are viewing you. Could be a person that you're dealing with, this King of Swords. If so, this would typically be either a Gemini like yourself, or Aquarius, or Libra. Yeah. And he's a very astute individual. He's, especially in this deck, look how he looks, just, he's thinking about everything. He's very intellectual. He's also very rational and very good at sort of looking at a situation, very wise. He's also good at making those decisions, at communicating the decisions. Could be dealing with, well, he might be sort of an older air sign individual. Could even be like a father figure, father of your children, your own father. He can also be like an authority figure. Could be dealing with like a judge or a lawyer seeking counsel or advice. So you might be seeking counsel or advice, or this is just you sort of really using your words and, you know, communicating what it is that you want. Because there's a lot of like clarity and need to sort of get that across here. I mean, you have in your, what you're hoping for, this Ace of Swords, you're hoping for that clarity of mind, right? The Ace of Swords is all about the epiphany. It's like that aha moment. It's having that, you know, the news, that the knowledge, the communication, and it's a new beginning as well, right? Aces are new beginnings in the tarot. So this is a start of a new cycle. So, and it's also a card of victory, right? And this Ace of Swords, it's like victory or success after a difficult time. So again, this sort of, you know, there's happiness after this difficult period. There's clarity of mind is what you're hoping for after, you know, this healing and you know, whatever you've been going through with the Four of Swords. Now, the outbound energy, the Five of Cups, I did pull clarifiers on it because, you know, the Five of Cups, it's another, I mean, it's not like the Eight of Cups, but it is a card that you see the person, she's just very focused on what she doesn't have. So whereas with the Eight, it's like she's not focused on that, right? She knows that she no longer wants this, and so she's moving on. With the Five of Cups, she's just so worried, not worried, that's the wrong word, preoccupied, or just, you know, focused, sorry, that's the word. So focused on the cups that's spilling out here and what she doesn't have and what hasn't worked out. And, you know, all of the disappointment, that she's not even paying attention to this huge Ace of Cups right behind her. So, you know, there's this possibility, this new relationship, this new thing, new opportunity that's right there that could bring her joy, but she's just so focused on what hasn't worked out in the past that she runs a risk of missing out on that. So I did pull clarifiers, and, you know, the clarifiers, we have fire energy, and then again with the Hierophant, this is Taurus, so earth energy. But there's news about, this can be a new relationship, this can be a new job, whatever it is, it's very exciting. You feel very exciting, very, very excited and passionate about it. If this is a new job, it's, you know, it's the news plus the offer coming in, right? And then the Hierophant can actually be like moving into yes, you're getting into the company, right? You're going on board the company. You're getting into the university, you're getting the job, you're getting the, you know, however it ties into what it is that you are trying to manifest, right? It's going to be different for everybody, but you're getting that. If this is more on the relationship front, this is like that very exciting, sort of the very passionate beginnings of the relationship. Then, you know, there's a progression. We're going from the Page to the Knight, and then there's marriage here. So this could lead to, you know, a long-term type of relationship. And it's interesting because the Six of Cups, and then the new beginning underneath it. But the Six of Cups is, it's a card of nostalgia. It's a card of the past. It can be also the past life connection, the soulmate sort of past life connection. Can be somebody from the past coming back in again. So there could be a, you know, getting back with somebody. It could be going back to a place where you used to live. If this is a job, there could be a need to go back to, or there could be something, you know, related to where you used to work, people that you used to work with, going back to, working with a group of people that you used to work with before. But there's, definitely like manifesting, there's progression here. There's great joy coming in with, these new beginnings. And yeah, I mean, with this combination here on the Five of Cups, I mean, the only message is to, to get out of what hasn't worked out, right? Leave it in the past, leave it behind. Don't focus on that, because you have new beginnings coming in the month of March for you, but there's a need to just release with this Eight of Cups, Five of Cups, release this past energy. Definitely, because you have so many good things coming in for you. All right, let's take a look at an additional message. So one additional message for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? One additional message for Gemini for the month of March. Okay, we'll take that. Yeah, and you have victory, divine helpers. So again, there was like victory here, right? Victory after a difficult time. But there's victory coming in for you. Let's go ahead and let me find my guidebook. So this is card number 15, 5 and 1, 6. So that can be a card of balance. And not, the number 6, it has to do with balance, give and take. Let's go ahead and have a look here. 15. Okay, so the card says triumph, leadership, success, accomplishment. Your divine helpers are present, bearing the good news that whatever you've been working on will succeed. The bad news, well, there really isn't any bad news, but there is reality, which in your case suggests that you can fully enjoy your success only if you recognize that you didn't get where you are by yourself. This isn't to suggest that you must diminish your light or be falsely modest in your achievements, not by a long shot. You deserve to shine, so please do. Your divine helpers simply remind you to be grateful and acknowledge the contributions of those who have helped you get where you are. This includes your spirit helpers and guides as well. One final word. With success comes the challenge of standing alone in your light. Of course, you've heard the saying, it's lonely at the top. But it doesn't have to be if you remember how you got there. Your divine helpers message, share the spotlight. Interesting. All right, so I do hope that the messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month. Bye for now.